last great battle between heaven and hell.
To the world. To the world.
Joy, really.
Yeah.
It's a buddy movie, I guess. It's about the relationship of these two unlikely best friends, and that's great to get to play. You get Neil Gaiman, Terry Pratchett's words to speak,
and they create such an amazing world in the book. So to be able to then just inhabit that world, and every single department, you know, hair and makeup and costume and production design and music, everyone is sort of bringing their A game to it. Everyone was really enjoying the opportunity to be part of that world. So then we just sort of swim around in it.
It's joyous because it is heightened and it is fantastical, and also rather domestic, and rather, you know, it comes down to, like you say, it comes down to this unlikely friendship that has spanned the millennia. And you get to do that with Michael every day. It was a joy, it was a treat, you know, just to get to play these scenes and to... it could have been awful, could have been terrible, because every day was pretty much us sitting, often like this, on a park bench, discussing the end of the world. But, you know, we just got to play every day.
And it would be there would be ridiculous moments like where we would turn up to do a scene both in full suits of armour. And just sort of looking at each other doing these things, or being at Shakespeare's Globe in full Elizabethan outfits.
It certainly never got boring, this show.
Yeah, it was always
never
a joy.
dull second. I think the world has conspired to make it terribly relevant, suddenly, a show about the end of the world. It all feels like it's just we can taste it. Yes, the apocalyptic themes kind of are probably even more relevant now than they were when the book was written.
Yeah, and of course the book, because it came out in 1990, it was set in modern day, 1990.
Yeah.
So of course, if we were to set it in 1990 now, it would be a period film, so we didn't want to do that. So it is updated, but it sort of has a strange, timeless quality about it as well, doesn't it?
Yes, I mean, there are mobile phones, there are the things now that I suppose weren't in the world when the book was written. So it is very much of the now, of the 2018, 2019, 2020, I guess.
And what you say about the thing that stuck with you about people making it a hell on earth, I think that's the idea that I think what Neil and Terry were doing with the original book was the idea that for all this fantastical stuff and angels and demons and the apocalypse, it's just about people. It's about, you know, who we are as people, and that's the thing that you're allowed to connect to, for better or for worse. That we're all these sort of imperfect, messed up things, flawed, and that's sort of the best thing about us. But we can, so we're in charge of everything. We're the ones who are making it good or bad. Yeah,
and the ones, I suppose, you have this angel and demon who are from very much opposing sides of, you know, they should have fundamentally different positions on everything, and yet what happens in the story is that they find common ground somewhere in between, and that, if anything's going to save us, it's going to be that. It's going to be talking to each other. You know,
and they sort of fall in love with the world, don't they, as well? They're supposedly here to corrupt or make them better, but actually they end up just falling in love with humans and the world and everything that comes with it.
Yeah, and all the imperfections of the world are what make it extraordinary and what make them want to live here for the rest of time and not have to go back to boring old heaven and boring old hell. The voice that Neil and Terry Pratchett have in this book is so individual, so unique and so specific. If it wasn't Neil writing the script, I think anyone else would just naturally kind of normalise it. They'd make it more accessible. And actually Neil's not done that. And that voice is what makes this such a brilliant piece of television, I think.
And for a book that's been around for so long and hasn't been adapted into something, there's a lot of people out there who are really protective of the book, you know, it's their favourite book, and the fact that we've got Neil at the heart of it, it gives you a great deal of confidence knowing that you're in safe hands and that the story itself and the characters and this loved book is in safe hands. I think it would have been hard not to do it with him there.